Today's topic is money and credit. That is chapter 3, page number 39. What is money? Money is anything which is generally accepted and commonly used as a medium of exchange. Please note down in your notebook. If I say the short form, that is generally accepted ga, commonly used who. If you are writing generally used and commonly accepted wrong answer, it should be like this itself. Generally accepted and commonly used as a what? The major function as medium of exchange. Put the star mark in your notes and learn it. So we are getting the first question in our textbook, that is explain briefly the role of money as a medium of exchange. So main function of the money or the primary function of money is act as a medium of exchange. The use of money spans a very large part of our everyday life. In many of the transactions, goods are being bought and sold with the use of money. In some of these transactions, services are being exchanged with money. A person holding money can easily exchange it for any commodity or service that he or she might want. Thus, everyone prefers to receive payments in money and then exchange the money for things that they want. Take the case of a shoe manufacturer. He wants to sell shoes in the market and buy wheat. The shoe manufacturer will first exchange shoes that he has produced for money and then exchange the money for wheat. This is what is happening now and we are familiar with this. Once again, everyone prefers to receive payments in money and then exchange the money for things that they want. See how convenient it is. Receive payments in money and then exchange the money for things they want, we want. But in the olden days, what was the system followed? Before the introduction of money, what was the system followed? Everybody knows this answer very well. That is barter system. What's the word meaning of barter system? Please write down. Exchange of goods to goods without the mediation of money. So, without money, what were the difficulties? Or what were the difficulties of the barter system? Imagine how much more difficult it would be if the shoe manufacturer had to directly exchange shoes for wheat without the use of money. Then he would have to look for a wheat growing farmer who not only wants to sell wheat but also wants to buy the shoes in exchange. That is, both parties have to agree to sell and buy each other's commodities. This is known as double coincidence of wants. What a person desires to sell is exactly what the other wishes to buy. Double coincidence of wants. This was the most important problem or the difficulties faced during the barter system. Please explain what is double coincidence of wants. Answer page number 39, right paragraph. Once again, in the case of double coincidence of wants, both parties have to agree for what? To sell and buy each other's commodities. That is known as double coincidence of wants. In a barter system where goods are directly exchanged without the use of money, double coincidence of want is an essential feature. Like that, we do get 3 points. Please note down this answer in the notebook. In contrast, in an economy where money is in use, money, by providing the crucial intermediate step, eliminates the need for double coincidence of wants. It's no longer necessary for the shoe manufacturer to look for a farmer who will buy his shoes and at the same time sell his wheat. All he has to do is find a buyer for his shoes. Once he has exchanged his shoes for money, he can purchase wheat or any other commodity in the market. Since money acts as an intermediary or intermediate in the exchange process, it is called as a money as a medium of exchange. So, in the textbook page number 52, we get a question. Second question. Please note down this answer and question. How does money solve the problem of double coincidence of wants? Explain with an example. Yes, answer is very clear. Please write that answer also. Other question, page number 40. Same answer. How does the use of money make it easier to exchange things? That is also money as a medium of exchange. It's convenient for the consumers or the buyers to go and buy the things with the mediation of money. Money acts as an intermediary between the seller and the buyer. It's called as medium of exchange. Question number 1. Page number 40. The next topic is page number 40. Modern forms of money. We learned that, or we know that money is something that can act as medium of exchange in transactions. Before the introduction of coins, a variety of objects was used as money. For example, since the very early ages, Indians used grains and cattle as money. Thereafter came the use of metallic coins like gold, silver, copper, coins, etc. Cu stands for copper, a phase which continued well into the last century. So, evolution of money, question comes. Before the introduction of money, a variety of objects like grains and cattle, then metallic coins, gold, silver, copper coins, etc. Now we know the currency. See there, textbook page number 40, early punch-marked coins, 2500 years old. We can see the Gupta coins, Tukla coins. See the images correctly. Gold mohur coins from Akbar's reign. Modern coins. So evolution of money, one question is there. And that pictures and images, please learn that also. Currency. Modern forms of money include currency. Which are they? Paper notes and coins. Unlike the things that were used as money earlier, modern currency is not made of precious metals such as gold, silver and copper. And unlike grain and cattle, they are neither of everyday use. The modern currency is without any use of its own. Then why is it accepted as a medium of exchange? A good question. Money is accepted as a medium of exchange because the currency is authorized by the government of the country. Currency is authorized. It's a value word. Please underline and write in your notebook. Authorized by whom? By the government of the country. That's why I told you Gaku. It's a generally accepted and commonly used. Reserve Bank of India, RBI. What's the full for RBI? The Reserve Bank of India issues currency notes on behalf of the central government. RBI is the Central Bank of India. RBI issues currencies on behalf of the central government. As per Indian law, no other individual or organization is allowed to issue currency. No one else is allowed to issue currency. Thirdly, the law legalizes the use of rupee as a medium of exchange and a medium of payment. Legal means by law. The law legalizes the use of rupee as a medium of payment that cannot be refused. Cannot be refused in settling transactions in India. The law legalizes the use of rupee as a medium of payment that cannot be refused. Cannot be refused, a star mark. That's a legal tender that cannot be refused in settling transactions in India. No individual in India can legally refuse a payment made in rupees. Hence, the rupee is widely accepted as a medium of exchange. Assignment is modern forms of money, legal tender, why rupee is accepted as a medium of exchange in India. Tell me the other questions. Who is issuing the currency notes in India? Why it is called as a legal tender? Like that, a lot of short answer questions are there. One word answer questions are there. Okay. Thank you.